What's up, guys? This is Josh, and today we're going to be talking about Gamescom 2013, the Sony Showcase. Now, the first thing that I'm going to hit on is going to be the Little Big Planet Hub announcement. Now, Little Big Planet Hub is going to be a free tool that gives you all the usual creation items and crafting items that you're used to from 1 and 2, and it's going to be coming to the PlayStation 3. Now, Little Big Planet Hub is going to be completely free PlayStation Network download, and it's going to be available from the PlayStation later this year. Now, I don't know why they didn't give us a launch date for it, but I'm assuming it has something to do with it's going to be on the PlayStation 3 and not the PlayStation 4, or if it's going to be on both. I guess they're still debating on it, but they did officially announce it's going to be the PlayStation 3, and hopefully for the Little Big Planet fans, I'm assuming that it's going to be released for the PlayStation 4 as well. Now, the interesting thing about Little Big Planet, not only is it free, but Little Big Planet Hub is going to offer everything that's available for Little Big Planet 1 and Little Big Planet 2 for purchase in the Little Big Planet Hub. So if you've used the Little Big Planet 1 and used Little Big Planet 2, so when you download this, it's not a complete new game. There's not new menus, there's not new tools. I mean, there are new tools, but there's not like things that you don't know. So it's not a new game you have to really learn. It's going to have Little Big Planet 1 stuff and Little Big Planet 2. So again, there's no release date, and it sucks. But the next thing that I'm going to hit on is going to be the PlayStation Vita. Now, they announced that the PlayStation Vita is going to have a price drop. So Jim Ryan announced at the Sony Showcase that the consoles are going to cost 199 euros or 199 US dollars depending on where in the world you live. Now the price of the memory cards and everything that comes with it, like cases, games, things like that, I'm assuming are going to take a price drop as well. They didn't give us any details on that at the showcase, but I'm assuming that it's going to happen the same. Now, speaking of the Vita, I want to hit on a music festival game simulator called Big Fest, which is going to be released for the Vita. Now, Big Fest has basically the same feel as like the Tycoon games or anything like that. So with large crowds and the ability to create and promote bands on a touring circuit, you can build your own parks, visit your friends' parks, and become the #1 world's greatest music promoter. And you can look that up on leaderboards and things like that. Now, there wasn't a release date for this game. I'm assuming that has something to do with the price drop of the Vita. They want to see if they can still sell the Vita before they release the game. But they announced that it's going to be for the PlayStation Vita, and I'm looking forward to it because I myself am a fan of the Tycoon games. Now, the next thing that I want to touch on is one of the most anticipated games of the year so far, and it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be the sequel to Grand Theft Auto 4, which, if you cannot believe it, was released back in 2008, so it's been a long time. But Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be an open-world action-adventure game for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. It's being developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games, and it's set for release on September 13th. I said that wrong. September 17th, 2013. It is the first main entry, like I said earlier, to the Grand Theft Auto series since Grand Theft Auto 4 was released back in 2008. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that it took an interesting twist on the first-person game. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be a third-person shooter, and it's going to be set in an open-world recreation of Southern California. The world is going to be comprised of San Andreas, which we're all familiar with, and it's going to be set in the city of Los Santos, which is going to be based loosely on Los Angeles. Now, the single-player story is told through 3 players, different perspectives, and the 3 players you're going to meet are going to be Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. So you're basically going to be one guy controlling 3 different people, as you just saw in this little clip right here. He broke through the window, called in help, then he switched perspectives to the guy shooting, and he shot them down. Then he switched to the guy in the helicopter and was able to fly the helicopter. So it's an interesting thing to be able to switch between one perspective to another to see how things develop. Now, the story follows Michael's, Trevor, and Franklin's efforts to rob 6 banks, or execute 6 large heists. They didn't really say if they were banks or not, they just said there's 6 things. Now, the story follows efforts to execute these things, and they're going to steal all this money, and I'm assuming that they're going to go take a vacation in Maui or Cabo or some other random place that you never really hear of unless you're on TV. But they're going to make their own lives, they're stealing all this money, so I'm assuming it's going to be pretty cool. Now, the next thing that I want to hit on about Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be the online multiplayer. Now, the online multiplayer is like the best part of Grand Theft Auto 4. So I'm assuming all the effort they put into the single player is still going to be the same amount of effort they're going to put into the multiplayer. And if they put that much effort into the multiplayer, it's going to be one of the best multiplayers I've ever played in my life. So the online multiplayer is going to be released on game launch. So when you get the game, you're automatically going to have the multiplayer. And the multiplayer allows up to 16 players to engage in either co-op, which is the main game, or competitive gameplay and a recreation of the single player settings. Now, they, like I said, due for September 17th launch. And the thing about it is the co-op isn't the main storyline. So you're not going to be playing as Franklin, Trevor, and Michael. You're going to be playing as your own guys, but you're going to be like kind of like mini missions. So in multiplayer, you can make your own teams. You can go rob a bank. You can go rob a liquor store, or you can make teams and go control the area by gangs or anything like that. But it's completely up to you on what you guys want to do. I've seen a lot of things happen in Grand Theft Auto 4, and I'm expecting great things from the Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer. And for all of you who are picking up the PlayStation 4, be not afraid. They announced that pre-orders on Grand Theft Auto 5 will also receive a PlayStation 3 Super Slim bundle offer. Now the offer includes a 500GB PlayStation 3 Super Slim, 75% off any Rockstar game, and a headset for it. Now that's a great deal if you don't want a PS4, but if you are getting a PS4 and you want to play Grand Theft Auto 5, they have a deal for you too. So if you buy the game for PlayStation 3, you can take the game back to the store, trade it in, pay $10 extra, and then get a new copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 4. Now that seems like a great deal, so they're not completely screwing over everybody. And I hope that anyone who is anticipating this game is going to go pick it up as soon as they can. I'm looking forward to it. My neighbor's looking forward to it. My best friend's looking forward to it. I don't know anybody that's not looking forward to this game. So pre-order it now. Go pick it up. Mark it on your calendars. September 17th, 2013. Grand Theft Auto 5. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the new Gran Turismo game, Gran Turismo 6. Gran Turismo 6 will launch December 6th and has been getting hailing reviews by everybody who's touched it. Everybody who's played it, everybody who's seen the trailer. It just looks amazing. But the kicker for this game that I think is the best part, not only is that it's got new graphics, a new engine, everything like that, but Sony's Jim Ryan revealed a new initiative called Vision Gran Turismo. And what this means is the game will feature concept vehicles exclusive to Gran Turismo 6, made by several automotive companies, real-life automotive companies, Ford, Nissan, Mazda, Aston Martin, Lamborghini, real automotive companies, and non-automotive companies like Nike, Adidas, and brands like that make vehicles for the game. Like, that's interesting. Imagine a vehicle made by Cheerios, like a Fruit Loops, like an Axe car. Like, it just sounds amazing if they can get the right people to do it. But the cool thing about this is companies like Lamborghini and Mazda and companies that produce amazing, stunning vehicles on the regular will have a chance to put their product out there, get it tested before actually putting it into manufacture. But if it goes good in the game, everyone likes it, it can actually be manufactured for real life. So companies are putting money into this game, longevity into this game, and it just seems amazing to get like first look at cars before they're even made in real life. And if by happenstance Cheerios happens to make an amazing vehicle, I hope that it gets put out into the market, because I think it'd be pretty funny to see Cheerios rolling down the street. But it's an interesting concept. Now another thing Sony had mentioned was a partnering with Virgin Media. And what this means is they're offering broadband bundles with dedicated bandwidth for gaming. And if you don't know what this means, it means that your sister, annoying Sally, down the hallway is using Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and whatever else she uses on her computer, isn't going to bog down your game because you have dedicated bandwidth to your console. Now this is amazing, and I hope that other companies see how well this works, and it's just a step forward for gaming into the future. Now the last thing that I want to touch on is going to be the PS4 itself, the PlayStation 4 console as a whole. Now, a lot of us have pre-ordered this already, and a lot of us are anticipating the game to come out, and we're waiting for it. We're waiting for the console. We keep seeing all these amazing games, and we're just counting it down, but we haven't been able to mark a day on our calendar. Well, at Gamescom 2013, Sony announced its launch dates. The PlayStation 4 will launch in North America on November 15th, 2013, giving us a leap ahead of our European counterparts because it's not being released in Europe until the 29th. So if you pre-ordered it, mark it in your calendar, November 15th, if you want to go pick it up from the store, from the GameStop, from Best Buy, from wherever you got it. But that's going to be it for my video, and I hope you guys liked it. Like the video, subscribe, become a resident of Mashland today, and I hope to see you guys next time.